Find Your Healing. And we're going to do chapter 2. If this is your first time watching this channel or following my lives, you can always find chapter 1 on a previous live. I hope you guys are having an amazing, amazing weekend. Just give me a second. We're going to do this every few days. I'm going to do a chapter of this book. I'm not going to say every day because that's um so I just do it when I feel like it. It's called Find Your Healing. And it says A Workbook for Growth After Trauma by Kiki Ely. And it's just pretty much a book which has exercise for you to do so that you can find your healing. Uh, I guess I will turn the book over, or, so you guys could take a screenshot if you feel like doing it. Tuime, hi, how are you? Ronald, hi, how are you? How are you feeling today? Can you guys hear me well? I don't know if you guys can hear me. Let me know. Uh, so chapter 2 says the four F's: fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Have you ever reacted to a perceived threat in a way that felt like it was automatic or outside of your control? If so, now that it's completely natural and something most people have experienced, when your brain perceives a threat, it utilizes the body's automatic nerve system to cause a physical and psychological reaction with the goal of keeping you safe. This is because your brain has one primary objective: to keep you alive. This can happen without any conscious thought on your part. These instinctual reactions fall into 4 categories: fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. The following exercise will help you identify and understand your conditioned reaction with a sense of gratitude. It will also allow you to forgive yourself for any past reactions you have experienced that were outside of your conscious control. So, what do you need? Hi, Tuime. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Are you able to hear me well? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I hope you can. Um, so what you need: a quiet, comfortable space for reflection, a pen you enjoy writing with. I have my pen right here. A thicker pen, like a Sharpie or a marker. I don't have a Sharpie or a marker. I should have read this before I started. I don't know. Maybe. Anthony, I need $1,000 so I can pay these damn tolls. These tolls are crazy. Anthony, they are. Um, Take a few deep breaths and imagine yourself in a moderate, stressful situation. This could be an interpersonal conflict, public speaking, an impromptu test, or anything else that causes you to feel a sense of moderate anxiety or threat. My sound is perfect. Thank you, Ronald. Somebody confirming I sound perfect. I'm lazy, guys. I don't want to go on my other phone and check. It's better to just ask you. Thank you, Ronald, for telling me. Pay attention to what happens to your body and your mind when you think about this imaginary situation. So this is asking you to think of a stressful situation. I could think of 1,000 ones here in New York. Stressful situations. And see how your body feels. And what does your mind think of this? Pull out your pen and look at the words below. Circle any words that are similar to the way you were thinking or feeling. Some words or phrases may be repeated. Circle each one if it applies to you. So they have here a bunch of words. I could read some of them to you. I'm not going to read all of them. There's a lot of words, guys. Okay, so they are I guess they're they're written down by fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So I guess you could just follow along. If you don't have this book, you're not able to buy it, it's fine. Just in your head, what words come up when you think of a stressful situation. Um, in fight, there's anger, aggression, defiant, fear, anxiety, ready to fight, defensive, increased heart rate, restless, tunnel vision, yelling, screaming, sharp hearing, racing thoughts, irritable. I think all of those apply when you're stressed, right? Well, most people. Flight, unable to think, losing control, avoidance, fear, anxiety, easily startled, irritable, sweaty palms, hyper vigilant, spiraling thoughts, running away, high alert, out of control, racing heart. So I guess different people, have different reactions. You might feel like fight, anger and want to just hit someone, or flight, you just not sure what to do, you're scared, anxious, and you just want to run away. And freeze, mentally checked out, procrastination, avoidance, stuck, hiding, slow heart rate, unable to focus, lost, flat, numb, overwhelmed, low energy, zoned out, delayed response. Fawn, you will feel powerless, overly agreeable, not expressing need, poor boundaries, very apologetic, self sacrifice, oh, chameleon like, keeping the peace, submissive, people pleasing, no self expression, difficulty saying no, appeasing, conflict avoidance. Okay, so you sound like you've been here since you were 8 years old, just enough of an accent to know you were born somewhere else. Thank you, Anthony. This table keeps moving around, guys. I don't know if I should put something under or not. Thank you, Anthony. Is it cute or not? Be nice, Anthony. You're supposed to be listening to the healing, not my accent, Anthony. Anyways, at least it's nice and the sun is out in New York, guys. I love this. The sun is out. Hopefully it comes out every day. Okay. So what we're looking into, guys, I know you guys remember, if you didn't see the first chapter, you go look it up. The first chapter literally taught you, if you were in a situation, it made you create like this place, imaginary place where you can go to whenever you feel a certain type of way, right? This right here is kind of looking deeper into you so you can think about, how do you feel when you're in a stressful situation or in the middle of a problem or whatever it is you want to imagine, right? And there are four type of things that you can do. You can either want to fight, you get very angry, you want to hit someone, or in the middle of a stressful situation or problem, you might want to just leave, not sure what to do, or you just want to leave. Or some people might just freeze and not know what to do or say, right? And feel a little lost. Believe it or not, guys, I had that situation happen to me, the freeze. Um, when I was like in my 20s, there was a group of men jumping another person that I know right in front of me. And I literally just froze. So I guess you gotta go through everything. That was like the only time in my life where I froze. I literally froze. Like I was looking at what was happening, but I didn't move. I was just frozen. I can't even remember everything that happened that day because I just froze. And Fawn, you feel powerless, and you just, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You just wanna, even if it's not your fault, whatever's going on, you just wanna apologize, and you just like don't want any problems, kind of thing. I guess that's what it is. And you'll say or do whatever it is that the other person wants, so they could just stop. So when you look at these situations like that, you will know in which of these four things do you fall. When you're in a stressful situation, do you want to fight? Do you want to leave? Do you freeze? Or do you just want to say sorry? I'll do whatever you want. Are you pleasing? Are you? Depends. A lot of different people do different things. I guess it depends on the situation too. I don't know. But let's keep going, guys. Demba, hi, how are you? How are you feeling today? Anthony is not funny, Anthony. Last night I was raining hard here. It was raining really hard here too. This morning it was raining really hard also. Well, that's a good thing. Those guys would have messed you up. No, it was actually an ex beating up my current boyfriend. It's not funny, but that's what happened. My ex was my ex and his brothers were beating up my current boyfriend. I didn't know what to do. I never had that happen before, but that was crazy. I don't know. For some reason, my exes, when they see me with someone else, like they don't act right, and then when they see me with someone else, they just want to go crazy. I don't know what to say. Anyways, let's keep going, Anthony. Oh boy, don't be a hero unless you can actually do something. I was just in shock. I didn't know he was gonna do that. That's crazy. Anyways, think about the way that you have reacted to stressors or threats in the past. And that's what I was telling you guys. I was showing you guys the different things that I went through, like when I was frozen, when my ex, pretty much him and his brothers beat up my current boyfriend. That was terrible. I wasn't ever expecting that. I never, and it happened in real time in front of me when I was in my 20s, and I didn't know what to do. I just froze. Revisit the images and words and circle any words that are similar to the way you have reacted to stress or perceived threat in the past. And like I said, in different situations, people act differently. Either you want to fight, either you want to flight, or you freeze or you fawn. So it says here, pull out your thicker pen, put a box around the list that has the most circle response. If more than one has the same amount of response circle, put a box around both lists. So what I'm doing, guys, is this workbook, right? It's called Find Your Healing, a workbook for growth after trauma by Kiki Ely. It's pretty cute. It's in gold. Um, I advise you guys go buy this book. I'm not associated with them or anything, but someone gave me this book and I find it very helpful because it makes you think and reflect on the things that you do. Like how do you react when we're in chapter 2, by the way. You can go see chapter 1 um, and start from the beginning. I'm gonna do a chapter every so often so that we can do this together. It pretty much just gets to know how you react when you're in a stressful situation or in the middle of a problem. What do you do? It's important for you to know. You should sit and think about it. Oh my God, when this happened, what did I do? And this exercise helps you think, did you run away? Did you want to fight? Did you freeze? What did you do? Were you apologetic? Like, sorry, sorry. So write the names of the box list on the lines below. This is your primary trauma response. Oh, okay. So once you pick, and see which of those things you have done, it will literally show you when the ones that occur the most, you will box them in and it will tell you what your primary trauma is. So should I do it with you guys? I really don't want to write on this. I love writing on things, but for some reason I don't want to write on this. Because right now, how do I feel? Right now, I'm in a Zen mode. But a lot of things have happened, and in the past, I could write down what I have done. Um, so fight means you to tend confront or attack the perceived threat, right? Flight means you tend to run from or avoid the perceived threat. And freeze means you tend to check out or become immobile during a perceived threat. And fawn means you try to appease or submit to a perceived threat. So you will know, I guess, what do you do at this time? I think different stages and different situation in our lives has us reacting differently. But right now, currently, like I'm telling you something that happened in the past with me. But right now, in a stressful situation, what do I do? I literally just um, picture a white light over me and just let things play out. I literally have no reaction. I don't know what happened. I think those 2 years in Arizona transformed me into someone totally different, guys. And I guess in New York, I'm being tested to see if it's true. To see if it's true. Now that you have identified your conditioned reaction, you can address the way in which this reaction has shown up in the past. What elements of your conditioned reaction have protected you or others in the past? Okay. So, for example, this is telling you to analyze which of these things have protected you in the past. So, let's say, for example, if you grew up in a hostile environment where, or you were bullied in school or whatever it is, where everyone is problematic and everybody wants to fight you and stuff like that, you have to fight your way pretty much out of things. For example, like when a person is in jail, there are a lot of environments that are like that. For example, the Bronx. Let me stop. For example, the Bronx. You might have, if you're outside, you're walking to school or work or whatever, people might want to bully you and you might have to fight your way. And this is what you remember. And now, whenever you feel any kind of threat, you just want to fight and argue because that's how you grew up. So this will get you to see clearly how you feel and why you do these things, like why every time you feel a threat you want to fight or argue. I just gave that example because I'm pretty sure a lot of people, are very argumentative and want to fight when they feel threat and they don't understand why. But if they grew up in a hostile environment, they were always bullied and they had to fight pretty much their way through life. Every time they see a threat, they want to fight, and it's because how they grew up. Right? So this is pretty much just for you to reflect. I'm not instilling or telling you anything. We're just reflecting together, right? I'm not interested in dating you anymore, but we can be friends. Anthony, you shouldn't be wanting to date me, Anthony. You should be here learning with me. We're working through our traumas together. We're healing together, Anthony. Shouldn't be wanting to date anyone. You're invited to the next You're invited to the next barbecue. When's your next barbecue? Vicenzo, hi, how are you? I don't want to get jumped. Nah, my current ex doesn't fight. He doesn't. He will literally see somebody jumping me and he won't do anything. He will just sit back and be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry that's happening to you." He don't fight. Anyways, say out loud, "I'm grateful for all the ways my conditioned reaction has protected and served me. I am grateful for all the ways my conditioned reaction has protected and served me." So, what elements of your conditioned reactions have hurt you or others in the past? So, out of your reactions, it says here which one has protected you in the past or you feel has protected you, right? For example, fighting. Maybe, fighting has protected you. It had these people not bully you anymore or whatever the case may be, along those lines, depending on because different people react different ways. What elements of those condition reactions have hurt you or others in the past? Maybe the fighting,